Good morning, everyone. This is Biz Chicks TV. This is the place where you can find tips and tools to help you do business better. We're here to help you run a profitable business that's fun to run and to take the hassle out of your hustle. Yes, today is the day that we talk to Terry Johnson online, and hopefully, Terry will be joining us shortly. She is having issues with her router. So, I'm here to talk to you about some tips for digital marketing. It's going to be a short program because I am not really the expert. Terry Johnson is your digital marketing strategist, but I do have a few things that I want to remind you about when it comes to digital marketing. First thing I want to talk to you about is research. Please research your competitors. So let me put this in the chat here. Hold on a moment. You want to make sure that you are researching your competitors so that you can differentiate yourself from the local market. Yes, differentiate yourself from the local market. So the first thing I'm going to put here is research competitors. Now, when you're looking at your competitors, take a look and see what they're offering that makes them different from everybody else. Yeah, like are they offering the first consult free? Are they offering a discount? What are they doing to make themselves stand out? Now, for instance, I was looking at an ad for a plumber, and one of the things that caught my attention was that Affordable Plumbing says that they have no call out charge. You know how people want to charge you whether you need something or not just for the service call. They also use the language fully qualified plumbers, right? Another thing that I like about them is they use the term 1 hour response. In other words, we're going to be there within the hour. If something is flooding, you want a plumber that you know is coming right now. Okay. So I think that those are some of the things that you look at when you're looking at your competitors. What language are they using that's catching people's eye and making them call that particular business? Okay. The next thing I want you to say is look at the product. Can you make your product stand out in a way that's different from others? How quickly can you get it to them? Amazon is infamous for they went from 7 days to 2 days to 1 day to 2 hours. I mean, they're trying to get it to you quicker, and that's one of the things that people love about them. Do you stand out in terms of price when you're digital marketing? Are you making sure that your prices are competitive with your competitor? If you are providing a unique product, something custom made, handmade, a specialty service, then the price may differ. So you're going to have to explain what is the value? Why are you more valuable? Okay, when you set up your website, this is the second tip. When you set up your website, make sure it's user friendly. Go into the front office as a customer and see what the experience is. Does it take too long to load? Do the links go where they're supposed to go? Is it easy to click and buy if you're selling a product? Is it easy to click and schedule an appointment? Say if you are in the beauty business and you're taking appointments, or you're running a dental service or a medical service. All of these things are important. So let me change the banner, because right now we want you to um, get your Website. Okay, yes. We want you to get your website right. In other words, make sure that that experience is positive for your customers. Hmm. Yes, and how do you do that? You test it for yourself. Go in as a customer, make sure that you feel comfortable, that you understand the navigation as though you were a first-time customer, or get someone who's never seen the website before to go through the process to see if they are able to use it and they're happy with the results. All of these things will make you a happier provider. It is so good to see you. How you doing, T?
Hello, everybody. Sorry I'm late.
No problem. I was just sharing a couple of tips on things you need to consider when you're doing digital marketing. And one
Right.
of the things was research your competitors. And then we stopped with get your website right. In other words, make sure it's user friendly. Test it yourself. I always say, go to the other side of the table and see if the customer, if you're happy as a customer in your own shop.
Yes.
So one of the ways to do that when you're digital marketing is to go in and have someone else try to purchase something or set an appointment and see what their experience is. Find out, are they frustrated? If they're frustrated, why? And if so, how soon can you fix that? And test it again to see if they're happy with the fix.
Yes.
Mhm, mhm.
I agree. I agree.
So
I'm just setting up my notes. I don't know why
that's
it's
o-
not logged in.
that's okay. Just
This
take
has just been a crazy week for me.
I know between her getting your gas lines fixed and now your router.
Now the internet. And they showed up last minute. I was like, what? Oh, it'll only take 10 minutes. Okay.
Well, you know something? I have the same thing going on during the week. It seems like every time I get in here with Coach Karen, the leaf blower guy comes and he's right outside my window. And I don't want to tell the landscaper not to come. Okay,
Right. Well, it's internet. I gotta let them in. So
exactly.
I can't say no. I need the internet.
That's your business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, so
So,
now I'm trying to log in to see my. You know what? Just forget my notes. I'll just go off the top of my head.
okay,
So I'm glad you're talking about websites because that was going to be, one of the things. The topic was going to be essential tools for growing your business online. So having a website is definitely one of them.
hmm
Another one I was going to always talk about email, but you have to have email in order to communicate with your audience and your customers because your audience is going to be your customers. So you need a way to talk to them that's outside of internet, not internet. I'm thinking social media. Like people think they can run their business from social media. Like I don't need email. I don't need a website. And a matter of fact, I saw on my LinkedIn someone was talking about that, and the person said, "Well, what do I need a website for?" And the other person broke it down. They were like, "Oh, okay, yeah, you need that because you don't own Facebook, your Facebook account, your Facebook page, your LinkedIn page, whatever your social media account. Those are owned by Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. So they
hmm
can do whatever they want to your account. Now, if you have email, a website." Landing page software and CRMs and other tools, you pay for those. So
Yes.
there's no, well, Facebook goes down and it does all the time,
Hmm.
or you get banned for any reason. Facebook doesn't have to explain to you why you're banned, and Instagram too, because I was locked out last year. They did something happened to my Instagram account that I had since uh how long is that? I've had that thing for years and never spammed or did anything spammy or outside of the rules. And I
Yeah.
one day you just and what happens is one day you go to log in and you can't log in. You can't.
Mm.
And you keep trying, and then they put up a little note saying, well, something about your account, you have to go here, send an email. And then there's a whole bunch of steps and hoops and things you got to jump through with Instagram and Facebook. And you're at the mercy of, you're at their mercy. So what do you do if you're running a business? That's fine if you're just posting on social media, just, what's my, this is what I did, what my lunch is, da 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 da. But we're using these tools for business. So you definitely, I don't list essential tools, Facebook and Instagram. I don't list any social media because you don't own it. Only the accounts that you own and pay for. So that's email, website, landing page, CRM, and some other things.
Okay. Now,
but does everybody understand why? I mean, because I've said these things over and over, but I really want to know if anybody understands why.
Here's my question. Because as individuals, we are overwhelmed by email. It makes us concerned, or what would you call it? Leery about using it to contact customers because we're just exhausted ourselves. Talk to us a little bit about that, because a lot of people don't use email for that specific reason in their businesses.
You're saying because you think people are overwhelmed?
I think they're overwhelmed. Or is it?
Well, see, this is the thing. Do you want to have a business, or are you concerned about them not opening your emails? You can't be concerned with that, because your email marketing software is how you communicate when they can't reach you on social media. So it's either your website where you have a contact page that goes to email, or you have something like MailChimp where you can send out messages and talk to your audience, your customers, without social media. It's like I always say, it's your backup.
Oh, okay. So then don't
the overwhelm. I don't know what to say. It used to be with phone calls. You would get phone calls in the middle of dinner from marketers and stuff like that. That's overwhelmed, but they're trying to communicate something to you. It's unwanted, but they're trying, is what I'm saying.
And I noticed that the larger companies do not care. They send out something 2-3 times a day. I mean, they're constantly in my inbox.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but I know who I want to hear from. So I have to look at it that way too. When I go around to the other side of the table, as a consumer, I recognize that I open the stuff I want to open.
Right.
From the
That's
people
my point. But it's not email. Email isn't the problem. It's that either you sign up for something that doesn't fit. So that's why you have an unsubscribe. Don't be afraid to use that unsubscribe.
Or the fit was temporary.
Yes, you can temporarily not. But see, this is the thing with email and overwhelm, that you've got too much stuff in your inbox. So you need to unsubscribe, and then the overwhelm will go away.
Okay. So we need to go in and, like you said, curate our feed and curate our mailboxes. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, for some reason I'm annoyed today. I cannot log into my notes. But we're gonna go into more detail at 11:30, because there's a part 2 to this when you join me, Terry Johnson, online. You can go to the BizChicks page. There's a post there that you can go and join the conversation. Just click the video so you're going into the post, because you can comment on the BizChicks page, but I won't see it. I won't see it until after. So make sure you go into the post, click on it. So there's the BizChicks page. I did not share to the BizChicks group, but I will between now and then. I got a few minutes. Yes. Or you can go to terryjohnsononline.live. And
I can find that for you, Terry.
Yeah, we usually have.
I know it's been a great day for you today. So I'm going to try to relieve some of the stress.
Thank you.
So here's where you can find Terry. You can find Terry Johnson online. terryjohnsononline.live. You can go to the BizChicks Facebook page or BizChicks group. Also, TJ is on Instagram as well as Twitter. Twitter is her thing, and over on Twitter, she is TJ Web Girl. Did I get that right?
Web Girl TJ.
Web, okay,
Web
reverse
Girl
that. Web
TJ
Girl
on
TJ
on Twitter.
Twitter.
It's because that's my oldest account, and then there's a character limit, so I can't change it to Terry Johnson Online. Too many characters, so
No problem. So we just want to know that we can find you. And as you can see, scrolling across the bottom is another way to find TJ, Terry Johnson Online.live. You can put that in your browser and find her there. We are just so impressed by your commitment to the Bitch Chicks that you would rush and get your router
oh yeah, I gotta be here. This is my thing.
in time for the show. We really appreciate you. And ladies and gentlemen, if you've got some things that you need done with your digital marketing, we highly recommend TJ. You can see that she is committed to what she does. It's in her blood. She just talk about it off the top of her head.
Yeah, it's in here.
Yes, it's all in there, and it's in here too. It's in your heart.
Yeah, it is.
When you're operating with the things in your heart, it just flows.
Right. And then when we continue, I'll have my notes up by you when you come over to the second part of the chat. I'll have all my notes, but I can still talk off my head because it's in here. So
and we know. And so we're going to find you over there on your Facebook page, which is Terry Johnson Online, correct?
Yeah. And then if you go to terryjohnsononline.live, there's a page where you can watch Facebook or YouTube.
Okay.
I was going to start. I have a Clubhouse. I couldn't find my phone, so that's what I was running around. Like because it's and this is because you got everything set up, and then you get an unexpected. What we need to do, and I'm like, it was necessary.
This over here,
right? And I'm like, where's my phone? I don't know. And I'm asking my daughter, like, where? She's like, I don't know. It's here somewhere. I put it down because it's
Yeah, because you're letting people in the door. You're doing
holding the door. They're doing this. They're out in the hall. They're doing that. They're checking the modem. That.
And you can't forego your turn because you may never see them again, girl.
I know, but and again, this has been an ongoing thing with our internet, so it was unnecessary because they can't find the problem. So
wow. Well, we are so glad that you were able to come into the show today. Guys, we want to thank you for joining us. We're going to give TJ a couple of minutes to get set up for her Facebook broadcast and her YouTube, and we want you to follow her. Thank you so much, TJ. Catch your breath. We love you. We love you, and we bring you greetings from California to New York City. Have a good one, guys. With that, we want to remind you that tomorrow is Wednesday. We'll be here talking about your mind and your money with Coach Karen Ferd on Biz Chicks TV. In the meantime, remember, go to the front of your own line, and we'll see you there. Don't forget to join us at 8:30 for Terry Johnson Online. Bye-bye.